that Mike?
Basketball, played by some of the world's greatest athletes.
Ooh,
What was the layup
it's a dunk.
and the set shot
Mm.
have become the slam dunk and the three-point field goal. The game has gone to the air.
Hey,
The precision of the long-distance shot serves as counterpoint to the explosion of the slam dunk.
ooh.
Today, live from Seattle, it's All-Star Saturday. CBS Sports coverage of the NBA All-Star Saturday is brought to you by Schick, the official razors and blades of the NBA, and by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher of the NBA, and by American Airlines, the official airline of the NBA.
The official airlines. Okay.
From Washington. Hello, everybody, and welcome to All-Star Saturday. We're at the Seattle Center Coliseum. And this afternoon, live, you'll be seeing the excitement of the American Airlines Sheraton.
It will have on the rest of my life. They can never take that away from me.
Well, there's no question about it. This man,
Man, they
two
sure know how
leagues,
to
the only
yap,
man
boy.
to ever lead 2 leagues in scoring. And as we talk about scoring, that's what this three-point shootout is all about, the long-distance shootout today. Of course, Larry Bird's the defending champion, but there's some other tough competitors coming in, Rick.
Oh, yes, there are. Craig Hodges set a record last year with his 25
Craig
points,
Hodges.
I believe, that he got in the competition. He is somebody to be contended with. Dale Ellis, you've got Michael Cooper, Byron Scott, two new competitors. It's really kind of a wide-open second place, I think. Larry Bird's got to be the big favorite.
Well, Larry Bird was the winner last year. At one point, Larry Bird set the Nets on fire in Dallas. He hit 11 three-pointers in a row.
Well, he has such a great form. He hardly leaves his feet. He's got great motion. The other fellas tend to leave the floor a little bit more. And
Larry
the
Bird,
advantage in
tough,
this kind of
man.
competition and having to shoot so quickly and so many shots is really being a set shooter as opposed to a guy who jumps a little more.
Well, we're with a man who knows as much about the three-point shot. At practice yesterday, Rick was hitting more than many of the other guys in his street clothes. So we're with a guy who can really be an
Man, y'all sure
Come on,
could
welcome
talk,
back.
boy.
And
Come
we'll
on. Oh, here go the commercials.
American Airlines.
Thanks for the shoes. Okay. Good luck with the interview.
At Sheraton, we never forget that little.
Just remember where you saw it first.
Here's why these New England fishermen take Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine.
Oh, medicine.
It's a tough one, and the only thing that seems to help me is Alka-Seltzer Plus.
I get aches and pains,
Alka-Seltzer.
nasally, and Alka-Seltzer Plus works every time.
I ain't never used that.
Feels like it's 3 feet thick. Alka-Seltzer Plus helps break through, helps me get back on my feet.
Barry was the head and shoulders, the favorite.
I don't know nothing but no Alka-Seltzer.
What would you say, in terms of viewers, would be an essence in what to watch for as you look at Bird?
Well, as you watch Larry Bird, I think the key to it is to watch the fellows who do not leave their feet a great deal. The fellows who don't leave their feet are going to have stronger legs as the competition goes on. When you have to go into 3 rounds and you're a jump shooter, your legs can get real tired. And if you need your legs a lot at the end, you're going to have difficulty winning. Larry Bird almost didn't make it through the first round last year. As you watch him warming up, you can see he barely leaves the floor at all. Great range, doesn't move the top of his body much to get the balls back into shooting position. You'll see his great
He
form
shoot like
as the
Jokic.
competition goes on. The big chance
And
for
barely
other players
getting
is
off
to
the floor.
eliminate Larry Bird in the first round because he got better as the competition went on. If they can do well, 4 guys, and Larry has another off first effort,
That boy don't
they
even
have a chance
jump,
to knock him out of
man.
the competition. But if he
That's
makes it out
crazy,
the first round,
bro.
I think the odds on him
Just
will be
shooting
smaller and
them.
smaller as far as making anything. From 3 to 5, he might go to maybe 1 to 5.
All right, you know, the slam dunk is relatively new in the NBA when you go back to the beginnings of the league, but the long-distance shooters, the hot shots, have always been
That's
with us.
crazy.
Going back to Rick Barry, then going back even before Rick Barry's time. We thought you'd like to remember some with us as we take a look at some of the great hot shots in the NBA.
Man, who's this? Rick Barry? Oh, oh, they trying to no, 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 no. For no, no, no. Dang, okay. Now the 80s don't look bad compared to this footage. This is what the 60s, early 70s. Oh, John Heavily shit. I don't know, man. Okay, Rick Barry. Hey, hey, I like the color of that basketball though. They still jamming. Hey, I don't know who that is. That's Dale Ellis.
All right, a look at some of the great distance shooters in NBA history, and we've got some beauties here today. Bird and Ellis and Schrempf and Vandeweghe and Michael Cooper, Byron Scott, Craig Hodges, Danny Ainge. There's Detlef Schrempf, of course, played his college basketball in Washington. He was out shooting some around the perimeter yesterday. Let's look at the rules. The rules of the long-distance shootout are relatively simple, and if you just remember a few things, you can follow it very easily. First of all, the competitors will attempt to score the most they can from behind the three-point line within 1 minute of shooting time. Each round will be scored separately, meaning that there's a first round, semifinals, and finals. Those scores do not carry over. They only help eliminate competitors to reduce it from 8 to 4 to 2.
The same
You'll shoot
rules.
4
Oh,
ground balls
one
in
red,
each of
one
the
white,
5
blue ball,
racks.
2
They'll be worth
points.
1 point. And the red, white, and blue ball, which cannot be shot, they call it the advantage ball, until the 4
Same
brown balls
thing.
have
The
already
money
been on
ball.
their stations will be 22 feet from the sideline to the basket.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the competitors in today's American Airlines Sheridan Long Distance Shootout. First, representing the host Seattle Supersonics, this player has really come into his own this season, scoring better than 20 points per game, and he has shown he can really light it up from outside. Let's meet Dale Ellis. This next talented shooter stepped in when Trent Tucker was unable to attend this weekend. He's helped Boston win 2 NBA titles. Please welcome the Celtics, Danny Ainge.
Ah, they booing Danny Ainge.
An outstanding sixth man for the Los Angeles Lakers. This player was known for his defense when he entered the NBA, but has since gained a reputation for his three-point shooting as well. A versatile athlete who can play forward as well as guard. The Lakers' Michael Cooper.
Michael Cooper.
From the Milwaukee Bucks, this sharpshooting guard was a finalist in this event last year and went on to set an NBA record for three-point field goal accuracy by hitting over 45% of his shots. One of the NBA's best perimeter shooters, Craig Hodges.
Man, how old is Craig Hodges?
This player attempted just 7 three-pointers all last
What
season,
year he get
but
drafted?
he worked on the shot over the summer and has been the league leader for most of this year. A versatile reserve for the Dallas Mavericks, a former University of Washington star, Detlef Schrempf.
Shrimp. Shrimp got the burner.
Also from the Los Angeles Lakers, this backcourt star is one of the top shooters in all of the NBA. He helped the Lakers reach the NBA Finals in 3 of his first 4 pro seasons. LA's Byron Scott. Making his first appearance in the three-point shootout, this 7-year pro ranks among the NBA scoring leaders every season. Twice an All-Star for the Denver Nuggets, this forward now puts points on the board for the Portland Trailblazers. Kiki Vandeweghe. And the defending champion, In the American Airlines Sheridan Long Distance Shootout, this star from the Boston Celtics has been the NBA's most valuable
Uh-oh.
player each of the last 3 years. He led the Celtics to 3 NBA titles and has been an all-star in each of his 8 pro seasons. One of the all-time greats, the Celtics, Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm.
And the sellout crowd at the Coliseum in Seattle welcoming the 8 competitors for the long-distance shootout. I talked to Larry, Rick, just before he came out here. And, you know, last year he went through that entire psych job about he's going to practice, he's going to practice
Man,
10,000. By the way, it's up to 12,005 this year.
how long they
He
finna
says this
yap?
year he has not had time with a reverse angle. You bet your life. I
Come on,
guarantee you
man.
there isn't anything that Larry Bird has ever done in life that I'm sure he has not tried to do his very best in. And I know I talked to Danny Ainge and asked him if Larry was working on him. He says, oh, yeah, he's been working on me. And Danny, of course, the late entry replacing Trent Tucker, has not had much time to really work at in practice. But the other players have taken it very seriously. Guys up to shoot 2 at a time. We're going to show them to you with split screen. On the right, you will see Kiki Vanderway. On the left, just out of your screen right now, will be Dale Ellis. Remember, now they are trying to
Okay.
eliminate 4 of the top
Dale
8.
and
Even though
Kiki.
these 2 guys are shooting at the same time, they are not competing with each other. There goes the siren. 1 minute clock is
Dang, he
underway.
airballed.
There are 4 brown balls and 1 red,
Did
white,
he?
and blue ball in each station. Rick, they must launch these things really about 1 ball every second and a half or 2 seconds. Well, they can't waste time. Kiki, you see, jumping much higher than Dale Ellis. That may inhibit his ability to get all of those shots off. Ellis off to a good shot. He's hit 2 of the 2-pointers already. You see, he's to the 3rd rack.
Yeah,
Kiki
Dale
just
ain't
started
wasting
on
no
the 2nd
time.
rack. I don't know if Kiki will get finished. Dale Ellis just now finishing with his 3rd rack, going to the 4th. They have 1 minute to launch all of these shots. And most of the time when we were watching them practice, they could get them loose. And now
Okay,
Vanderway
okay.
is starting to loosen up a little. Remember that red, white, and blue ball is worth 2 points. And also, there's an official out there watching their
Dang,
players. They
Kiki.
touch the line. Before they shoot the ball, it will not count if the ball is
There you
on base,
go.
just like in regular competition. You can see Kiki's not, I don't think, going to get them all off. And Dale Ellis finished long before the 60 seconds of music, but Kiki Vanderway is going to
Yeah,
be
Dale
only
ain't
1 or
waste no
2 balls
time.
short. This one does not count. The 2-pointer won't count for Kiki Vanderway, and it looks as though Dale Ellis is going to have the advantage here. Very quickly, we will get the first score. Dale Ellis unofficially with 13, and Vanderway with 12.
Ooh,
Now, we're going to take a look at
close.
Dale Ellis, and he only beat Vanderway by 1, but he did shoot the ball very much more quickly. Okay, now watch his
Close.
motion here. We'll see how he shoots the ball. You can see the jump shot. He's going down, taking his eye totally off the target each time to get the ball back into his hands. But he really
Wow.
has a good rhythm going, and that's why he finished so quickly and was able to get through in the 60 seconds without any difficulty at all. But 13 and 12, not particularly high scores. They could be in serious trouble moving on to the next round, Bob. Remember the first round last year when Craig Hodges hit for 25. Our next 2 competitors very quickly are out there ready to go. Danny Ainge, a replacement for Trent Tucker, of course, Danny from Boston, and Michael Cooper from the Los Angeles Lakers. That's Cooper over on the left corner and Danny Ainge over in the
Cooper
right
Ainge.
corner.
All right.
1 minute to try to shoot 25 balls. 5 of these balls are worth 2 points each. Those are the ones that are red, white, and blue. The big jump that he has to take to get the shot off. Cooper, much more of the
Okay,
shooter,
Ainge.
doesn't really take that big jump. Gives him an advantage. And they have officials standing at each 3-point line, as you can see on your split screen there. If they step over the line or on the line before they shoot the ball, it does
Nice.
not count, just as if they were in actual NBA competition. Now, just watch the body motion on these players and compare it to Larry Bird when he comes up. Notice how their whole upper body turns a great deal. They square up, they turn way over to the right, they come back again, they get a big swaying motion. That's very difficult to be consistent with that type of body motion. When you watch Larry Bird, he has minimal upper body motion. He said that's one of the keys to shooting effectively in this competition. Now, the winner of this competition will get $12,500. Second place, $7,500. Third place,
I like how they got to go
$5,500.
against
And
each other.
fourth place, $2,500.
Like,
Everybody
that's
else will
cool.
get $1,000. So even for highly paid NBA athletes,
But it all like
12,500
total,
is worth a good effort. And there's the end of the music. And again,
total up.
Ainge, the jumper, just as the last time Kiki Vanderway, they did not get all the shots up because they take that excessive jump and they can't gather themselves. Okay, now remember that the first 2 shooters scored, Vanderway and Ellis scored 12 and 13.
Oh my God, they can yap, boy. They can yap.
13 points respectively. We'll get the scores for these guys as we take a look at the shooting form of Michael Cooper. and also the anguish of Michael Cooper. They are not competing against each other head-to-head in this shoot-around. Remember that these players are trying to get the best 4 scores out of the 8 to advance to the semifinal round. So we'll get the
I
official score
cough.
on Ainge and Cooper here in just a moment. We don't have it yet.
I ain't want to cough in your ears. So I hit the mute button.
Option. So Danny Ainge had 14. So right now, in order of points scored, Cooper is first, Ainge second, Ellis third, Van de Wey fourth, and now our next two, Detlef Shrimp, Craig Hodges. 4 of these 8
Craig
will advance to the
Hodges.
semifinal round. It's Shrimp and Craig Hodges. Hodges over on the left side.
Shrimp.
He's starting from the right corner, which the
Oh yeah,
previous
this gonna be
competitors elected
interesting.
not to do. And you see that Detlef Shrimp has done likewise. Again, Hodges, more of a jump shooter than a straight-out set shooter, and Shrimp, very comparable type of shooter as well. And Hodges had the 25 last year in the first round,
Okay,
Bob.
Shrimp.
Then he slipped all the way down to 14 in the second round and 12 in the
Okay,
third. So
Shrimp.
his legs really started to give out on him. Hodges on the right side now
Okay,
has
Craig.
7 points. He had only 1 out of that first basket, but he's warming up a little bit. I always think that from the
Okay,
top of the
Craig.
key is probably the toughest shot. What do you think? Well, actually, it's the straightest shot in. I think it's really one of the easier ones aside from the side shot.
Nice,
The angle
Shrimp.
shots from both the sides are the most difficult. Both are at that angle right now. There's Craig Hodges from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm.
Craig Hodges shooting 35% of his
Mm.
three-pointers
Oh
from the
yeah.
air. And he's getting hot here. Is he getting
Hey.
hot? He had 4 out of 5 on the
Hey.
basket. Detlef Shrimp about to finish down here. The music plays for 1 minute. They have 1 minute to get away 25 shots. Shrimp is finishing strong. He needs this.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. This
Nice.
could be close. They look as though they scored better than the first competitors. We'll get the official totals in just a moment. Detlef Shrimp hitting very well toward the end. Let's look at his
I knew
score.
that was gonna be good.
I will watch Detlef. Now you see squared up well, but you see the jump, the excessive amount of air between his feet and the floor. And this is something that can cost him if he does indeed go on to the next round. But also you'll notice how much his upper body, how he makes the big turn to get the ball. And you see the great follow through, a nice camera shot. And Detlef was 2 on that one. All right, now let's update the scores. 6 of the 8 competitors have shot. Detlef Shrimp got 19 points. That's the highest so far. Hodges 13. So right now, in order of advancing out of this 8 to the 4, it is Shrimp, Cooper, Ainge, and Ellis. And Hodges tied with 13, and Kiki Van de Wey is out of it at the moment with 12 points. And the low score last year to qualify was 16. Here goes Byron Scott and Larry Bird. Bird on the left side of your screen, Byron Scott on the right. Bird, the defending champion. Larry took 3 shots before he made the first one. He did 2 in a row. He has 3 points already. Watch out.
Oh. Okay, Larry.
11 in a row last year. He's not hit more than 3 in a row any of these times. He's missed that important 3-point. And as you said, Rick, this could be a time when Larry Bird could be in trouble on the first round. He's having trouble from the top of the key. He does get the 2-pointer. Byron Scott doing well.
Byron Scott.
There. He also not taking a big jump, even though he is mainly a jump shooter. But he's having some trouble now as well. Well, I think maybe Bird wasn't kidding when he told me he didn't have time to warm up or practice for this year with the grueling schedule the Celtics have been on of recent and the many minutes he's been having to play in all these ball games. This could be close as to whether Bird will advance. He does get that final 2-pointer in. Unofficially here, we have Bird for 3, 4, 5, 6,
I wonder what the score
8,
is.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Only 13, meaning that there's a possibility of a shoot-off here if we have a tie for the 4th advancement. But that's unofficially that Bird had 13. Let's take a look at Larry Bird. Now, he was upset with himself, but watch his concentration. Now, notice the movement. He looks down, just a little slight move. He doesn't have excessive upper body motion. He also, as we pointed out, does not leave the floor very much. Probably leaves the floor the least of any of the players in the competition. But after he shot that last shot and he made it, he was upset with himself. And I think Larry's going to have to go into a shootout to qualify. I think so, because there are 3 of the competitors. Bird had 13, Byron Scott 9. He does not advance, but Dale Ellis, Craig Hodges, Larry Bird all had 13. They'll have to shoot it off to see who advances with the 4 to the semifinals. We'll take a look at it in just a moment. Stay with us. We're live from the Coliseum in Seattle.
All right. We gonna see, man.
We're not a company. Hodges and Ellis will shoot off. It was Hodges, Ellis, and Bird each with 13 points. This is a 24-second shoot off. Both players having a very difficult time. Hodges with only one basket
Mm.
prior to that, now two. They're making it easy for Larry Bird, and that's trouble for the rest of the field. Because
Yeah.
remember, these points don't count in the next round. Only 6 points unofficially for Hodges. I didn't get Ellis's total there. We'll get it very quickly. But Ellis, Hodges, and Bird each had 13. Only 4 will advance. The players who have advanced are Shrimp, Cooper,
Craig
and
kept
Ames.
shooting.
Well, they let Larry Bird
Boy,
off
time been over
guarantee
with.
that with 13, he should not have qualified and gone on to the next round. He has a chance now, and he doesn't have a lot of worry, I don't think. I think Larry's going to be able to go ahead and get into the next round. He is, of course, the last shooter. The last 2 players had 6 points each. Larry has 24 seconds to get more than 6 points, and I would think that he'll do it, Bob. Here he goes. He has 24 seconds to hit more than 6. Brown ball worth 1
More
point.
than
Red, white, and
6.
blue ball worth 2.
1.
Having trouble from the corner.
2.
That's 4
4.
points. He needs 3 more points to advance.
5. 6.
Needs this one.
8.
And Larry Bird will advance. That was his 7th point. Just barely sneaking in here. The music's still not over, but Bird, unofficially by my count,
9.
correct me if I'm wrong, had 7 points
Okay.
by hitting the red,
Nice.
white, and blue ball. Well, that was the one that did it for him.
Good.
Like I say, they opened the door, and Larry, being the
Dang.
competitor he is, took advantage of it, and he's moved on to the next round. All right, so it will be Cooper and Ainge, Shrimp and Bird into the semifinals.
Hey.
Barry with you live from the
That boy
Coliseum in
crazy,
Seattle, and our
man.
colleague Charlie Neal is also courtside.
Got a
He's
laser
fellow
beam.
electee to the Hall of Fame, along with Walt Frazier and Rick Barry this week. One of the all-time greats, Pete
What
Maravich.
Frazier?
Charlie?
Rick
Thank you very much,
Barry.
Bob. Pete, congratulations, first of all, on going in the Hall of Fame. What do you think of the long-distance shootout? A lot of pressure. Larry Bird in danger of not repeating.
I don't really care, bro.
Basically only jumping about a half-inch off the ground.
Pete Maravich and Charlie Neal, and now we're ready for the semifinals, and this is great, Rick Barry. We have the matchup of the Celtics, Ainge on the right, Bird on the left.
Well, they'll be talking about this the rest of the season. I just want you to know that we elect these to the Hall of Fame stick together. Thanks, Pete.
Well, I tend to agree with him.
I think he's wrong.
So Larry Bird, who got in on a shoot-off by hitting only 7 points in 24 seconds compared to 6 from his fellow shoot-offees, Gale Ellis and Craig Hodges.
Larry Bird and Danny
Head
Ainge.
up with Danny Ainge. Ainge on the right, Bird on the left. Repeating again. Now we're back to 1 minute, 25 balls. The brown one's 1, the red, white, and blue ball worth 2 points.
And I'll tell you right now, Larry Bird wants to win this one badly, because if he doesn't, Ainge will never let him live it down the rest of the season, or in fact, the rest of his career.
It's interesting. A lot of the Boston Celtics give Danny Ainge a hard time because he's such an aggressive, showy player. You might relate to this a little, Rick.
Well, so did the other players on the other team, so that's nothing new for
Oh
him.
my goodness. Come on. Yappers?
It might quiet his tormentors on his team.
Oh.
And we'll see what happens. This is going to be great. 2 Boston Celtics, Larry Bird and Danny Ainge. Ainge on the right, Bird on the left. There starts the siren. 60 seconds of music and shooting from long range.
Okay, Larry.
Bird warming
3.
up now. He's having much more success from that corner, but he missed the 2-pointer.
Ainge struggling, only got 1 in the first rack. Bird just hits another 2 in a row.
Ainge does look as though his shot's off. Some more in a row for Bird.
Missed the 2-pointer, though. That's a big ball to get that advantage ball in.
Good shot, Ainge. You needed that one.
Bird struggling a little bit here. I still think the competitors seem to have a harder time at the top of the key. I agree with you. The straight-on shot should be one that can be made. I saw you hit about
Okay, Ainge.
Again, you see Larry Bird way ahead of Danny Ainge because of the big jump you see Danny Ainge taking, where Larry Bird with that patented set shot.
Oh,
And he got the 2-pointer. Bird did there on the left side just then. We're getting down toward the end of the 60 seconds. Speed really counts here.
Of course, they're all competing against each other, not just Bird against Ainge.
That's correct, because there are 4. Only 2 will advance. The top 2 scores. It could be the same 2 fellas shooting at the same time. And both of them released all of the basketball, all 25, but it looks clearly as though Bird won there. We'll get the official score in just a second.
Watch him here. You see him.
Yeah, what's the score?
Here's the first one going in. Larry with the good form. You see the minimum body movement. The second one goes in. The third one, he's really got it down to a science. He hits the 4th one in a row, and he'll miss on.
You got that mug on the string.
Improving.
Laser beam, man. That's crazy.
8 18 for Larry Bird. I told you, you got to watch out for him when he gets going, Bob.
And that's the second best score of the day. The most scored so far in the first round, Detlef Schrempf had 19. Last year, the high total in the first round came from Hodges, who had 25.
I think Bird, with that total, will make it to the finals. I don't believe anyone or any two players will beat that.
So Danny Ainge will probably not make it to the finals, getting 8 points here in the semifinal competition. On the left side, Michael Cooper from the Los Angeles Lakers. On the right side, from the Dallas Mavericks, Detlef Schrempf. Both missing their first opportunity with the 2-point.
Yeah, they both breaking.
The round balls count for 1 point. Maximum of 30 points from if you hit all the balls in all 5 of the stages.
Schrempf now, I think, has just a slight advantage over Cooper, but Cooper hitting that last 2-point ball could help him some. Schrempf just hit 3 in a row.
Bro, it's so difficult trying to watch both sometimes. Especially when you this close. It ain't like I'm sitting on the couch or something.
Cooper said he also had not had much of an opportunity to practice. We're getting down toward the end of the 60 seconds now, and Cooper has 5 balls left.
And Schrempf just had a nice hot streak on the next to the last rack. Schrempf's going to make it to the finals against Bird.
Both of these players would have to beat 18 in order for Bird to be eliminated. They finish now. We'll get the official total here as quickly as possible on what these two gentlemen got. It usually only takes 5 or 6 seconds. Let's hold on just a moment and get the totals to know who's going to advance.
Here's a look at Detlef Schrempf as he had a little hot streak on the next to the last rack. Pumps one in, another one. The good form as he's pumping it up. And again, he hits. Detlef Schrempf looking very strong.
Bird had 18 points in the semis. Danny Ainge had 8. So Cooper has 10. So it'll be Detlef Schrempf and Larry Bird. Schrempf had 16. Cooper had 10. Schrempf and Bird for the championship and $12,500.
Detlef Schrempf.
All right, we are back. You're looking at the floor here for the coin toss is what you were looking at. These two are getting a coin toss to determine who will shoot first. Let's take a look at Detlef Schrempf now.
All right, now let's watch his form. You see Detlef Schrempf using his legs well, but he is more, again, of a jump shooter. It'll be interesting to see how his legs hold up going into this third round of competition.
Yeah, Schrempf versus Bird.
Who comes out as the champion? Larry Bird with that little jump of his. He doesn't expend a lot of energy, and I really think he's going to win this competition because I would assume that he'll get somewhere between 16 and 18 points again on this go-round.
So we have Schrempf, if you mispronounce it a little bit and call it shrimp, and Bird, the kind of a fish and fowl.
Shrimp Bird.
I said that, Rick. You won't let me forget that, I'm sure. Well, there was a coin toss. Larry Bird won and elected to go first. I guess he figures he wants to get some points here and put the pressure on Schrempf. 1 minute, a total of 30 points available. There are 25 balls to shoot. Brown one's worth 1, red, white, and blue ball worth 2. There's Bird. Let's count him as he goes. That's 2, 3.
He's off to his best start. I
4.
Don't let him in.
5. And 7 points.
Detlef Schrempf is lost right now.
Dang.
Bobby can't win this competition.
Ooh.
That was 8 in a row before Bird missed 2. Well, now he's missed about 4 in a row before he hits again.
Well, that 2-pointer helps him a lot, but he put tremendous pressure on him.
Hey.
Sitting there watching him hit those first shots of his. He needs to hit a couple of more hoops, however, because Schrempf could still come back, but I still believe that Bird may have won it in the beginning.
Bird has 14 points now. That'll be 15. 16. And this one's a big one. Bird finishes with 16 unofficially.
And now you see Larry Bird after he missed that last one. He was unhappy. I thought he'd get somewhere, as I said, between 16 to 18. He came on the low end. He may have opened the door with that bad run that he had in the middle. And again, Bob, as you pointed out, the players are having difficulty with the shots in the middle of the court.
Unofficially, Bird has 16 points. That was just our count here. We'll get the official in a moment as we take a look at Larry Bird. Started off a house of fire.
Yes, he did. But again, look at the rhythm that he has. Shoots it, little turn, little move, not a lot of exaggeration in the upper body. Gets the ball to his hands quickly. The good concentration.
Man, Bird probably won this, man.
Points on that advantage ball.
And the official is 16 for Larry
Oh,
Bird.
we get to see Schrempf.
For $12,500.
Good. I thought they was no show.
Well, $5,000 difference between first and second.
All right, here's Schrempf. Trying trying to beat 16 points. Maximum total would be 30. He has 1 minute. If he hits this one, he has a chance. Only 1 point in the first rack. The pressure on. Bird's strategy of going first may have helped. That's only the second point of the entire shooting. He's his shrimp.
Man, he is breaking.
Seems to be just off, Rick. Now, well, I tell you, Larry did the right thing. He knew that he could really put the pressure on the young player by getting off to a good start. He wanted to not have to sit and watch Shrimp. And Shrimp got hot from the middle rack. That's the first play we've seen. Right, has 7 points now. That's 7 points. But he has 8. Got to get a hot streak here. 9. Needs this one. That's 11. Needs 5 more points to tie. Has 11. Down to the end of the minute. That's 12. 13 is going to be close. 14. He makes
Shrimp. Oh, my guy. Oh, my God, bro. Shrimp. Oh, you was this close. Yo.
Shrimp. It looks like it's right on line.
Oh.
Just caught the front inside of the rim on the right side and kicked out. Larry Bird, the Riverboat Gambler. You could also see him in the pool hall. He could probably win no matter what the score is. He just knows how to get the big W. Larry Bird, 1987 champion. Presentation of the trophy and the check for $12,500 to the 1987 champion Larry Bird at the center of the court. See some of the executives out there who are going to present Adrian DeGroot of the NBA over on the left side there. He'll be presenting the $12,500 check, and there's the trophy.
To our winner, Larry Bird of the American Airlines Sheridan Long Distance Shootout.
American Airlines Sheridan,
Back
the
to
sponsors,
back,
officials
man.
from those two companies are out there to make the presentation to Larry Bird. He won $10,000 last year and $12,500 this year, and this is how he did it. 6 in a row. Well, Larry got off to that hot start.
Yeah, he was cooking.
On Detlef Shrimp, and Larry Bird, when they opened up the door, stuck his foot in and then wedged his whole body in and took it away from him. They should have eliminated him in the first round, Bob. You said it right. He only scored. Bird had only 13 points and had to get in a 3-way shoot-off coming out of the first round with Dale Ellis and Craig Hodges. And once again, Bird, in this case, was just lucky because there was a draw. Hodges and Ellis shot first and could only manage 6 points in 24 seconds. Bird came next and edged in with
Oh, my God.
into the final round against Detlef.
After you won the coin toss, you won the coin toss at the end to go against Detlef Shrimp, and you picked it up off the floor, put it in the sock. Was that for good luck?
Well, I lost a coin flip, and at least I was trying to get something out of it. So at least I got $1.
You did lose the coin flip. We were under the impression that you won it.
No, I lost the coin flip, and I had to shoot first. I'd rather him shot first to see what I had to beat. And that way I might not have to take all 25 shots. But going first, you try to shoot as many as you possibly can.
What happened in the middle? You missed about 4 in a row after going good in the first couple of baskets.
Well, I was hitting real good from the sides, but the top threw me off. I was shooting everything to the left. And I was shooting with good consistency, but I was missing to the left every time. The same spot, the same arc and everything. But I got it back when I got over in the corner. I really didn't shoot as well as I like to, but I was good enough to win.
12,500 for the second straight year.
Yeah, what you finna get, Bird?
Coming in this year because of the back problem. Any problem?
Well, I didn't know at the time. At the time they announced it, I didn't know what I was going to do because I wasn't feeling very good. But in the last week or so, I started feeling better. So I just started shooting some 3-pointers and playing, and I got back into it, and I was able to come out.
Congratulations. Let's go back to